Today's video is going to be about risk management. More specifically, what is the process that you have to follow under risk management? So let's get started. The first step in risk assessment is firstly identifying what the risk is. Now this depends upon how well you know the job that you are assessing for the risk. For example, if a laborer is working at a significant height of, let's say, 5 meter and working on painting, and scaffolding is supporting him, now there are a number of risks firstly to be identified, and in this particular scenario there is a risk of him falling down, so you have to identify the risk. That's the first step. The second step is to evaluate the risk. Is the risk that you have identified firstly, now you have to evaluate whether this particular risk is high priority, is medium priority, or is low priority. Whether this risk that you have just identified is very much lethal, will it kill him instantly if he drops down from a height of more than 25 meter and on his head directly? Yes, it will. So that's very dangerous. So you have to identify how lethal is and you have to assess this particular risk basically. The third step is re-evaluation. Check again. All of us are humans and we do make mistakes. So when identifying, or just check, double check that the risk that you have to identify in this particular job are sufficient, or are there risks that you have overlooked or did not see in the first time. So re-evaluation is the third step, and then we have the fourth and final step, which is control. Now what is the use of identifying all of the risks, assessing what are these risks of, reassessing if we have missed some of the risks in this particular activity, and not doing anything about it? So the fourth step is to establish all of the features that you can in order to control this particular risk. Now in this case, if there is a risk of this guy painting on a considerable height, you have to firstly provide him with a harness which buckles up to something that can provide support. Even if he falls off that particular height, nothing happens to him. They have to provide PPE, stuff like good boots, helmet, safety jacket. So reasonable control has to be provided in order to mitigate this risk that you have just identified. So that's about it, and these were the 4 steps in risk management process. Hope you guys understood, and this has been Naman Singhal, and I will see you guys in the next video. So take care.